All right, guys, so this is crazy. I'm earning literally just shy of $30,000 per month DeFi, full passive income on the Incur protocol. The crazy thing is that I can potentially push this to $40,000 to $50,000 per month using delta neutral strategies by longing and short farming synthetic stocks using Mirror. There's also a brand new protocol, Aperture Finance, which is in the beta platform right now that is going to automate this entire process, which is absolutely bananas. But there's risks. Let's take a look and see what we got going on here. If you're looking for the next 100x crypto project to buy into, you have come to the right place. My name is Cameron Foose, and I have been a professional day trader for nearly 20 years. I deposited $20,000 into an account, and in just over a year, it's now worth nearly $2 million. On this channel, I'm going to present to you the best altcoins to buy, such as getting into Mana before it ripped 595%, getting into Dogecoin before it ran 15,000%. So if you want to hear about all the best trade opportunities first, hit that subscribe button, and more importantly, turn on the notifications bell so you can get these time-sensitive trade ideas immediately when my new videos go live. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Incur protocol, which I've already made a video prior to. I currently have about $1.8 million in the Incur protocol, earning $28,831 per month, which is roughly $947 per day. Now, there's different ways that you can actually leverage this, because when you deposit on the Incur protocol, you actually get AUST in return. So right now you can see how after depositing 1.77 million, they gave me back 1.46 AUST in return. And so you can actually take that AUST and then go deposit it and leverage it on other platforms to actually leverage this 19.47% interest rate even higher. Now, there was another strategy, which was a delta neutral strategy that you could go to mirror.finance. And on here, you can long and short farm these synthetic stocks. You can see what the APYs are here for Disney. Long farm 26%, short farm 4.4%, bunch of different synthetic stocks. These are literally just like synthetic kryptonized assets that are actually stocks. You can short farm, long farm them. But obviously, if you long farm it, what if it goes down? You're going to lose money. If you short farm it, what if it goes up? You're going to lose money. But if you do a delta neutral strategy, you long and short at the same time, it doesn't matter if the stock or synthetic asset is going up or down because you have this equal position on both sides. Now, you can do this manually on mirror.finance. It's just a little bit complicated and way over my head. I didn't even bother trying it. But my buddy, who also works with me at Iconic FX in our upcoming project, messaged me about Aperture Finance, which actually automates the entire process. Brief interruption from today's sponsor, guys, which is none other than Big Time. This might be the biggest game launch that's coming out in the next several years. And today we're going to be giving away 5 early access pass NFTs, which we're calling Ruby Passes. All you got to do is go to the link that I'll provide below, or it's invite.bigtime.gg/Cameron Foose. It's going to bring you to this page right here. All you got to do is click the sign in button, sign in with Google, create your username, accept the terms and conditions, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You are now going to be entered into a drawing of everyone who registered. 5 of you are going to get early access to the game, by which they just released pre-alpha gameplay footage, and this just looks absolutely insane. It's basically like World of Warcraft, Diablo meets Elden Ring meets blockchain gaming play to earn. This just looks absolutely stunning. They also have an all-star team. The founder and CEO of Big Time is also the CEO and founder of Decentraland, aka the coin Mana. They've put together an all-star team with people from League of Legends, Overwatch, including Call of Duty. In addition to the giveaway for the Ruby NFT early access pass, there still is the Exalted Space sale, okay, where you can still access and purchase space on the Big Time game. Space is basically the land NFTs inside the game. I actually participated in the early pre-sale of this when this went public on the open market. I actually invested quite a bit, okay, because I do believe this to be a huge investment opportunity. So you can also go to the open market and continue to purchase space, which is going to give you a bunch of bonuses and boosters inside of the game when you're actually able to play. Anyways, guys, if you want to participate in the NFT 5 random lucky winners getting access to the game early, head to the link below, register, and I'll see you in there on the other side. Basically what Aperture is trying to do, looking for all these very complex DeFi strategies that upon doing it manually is actually very complicated and annoying and not very fun to do. Also risky because you might screw things up. They're actually automating these processes with a simple one click of a button. So I thought that was a super cool thing. If we look at how this typically would work, if you wanted to get this same result by doing it manually, you have to do a lot of different things where you deposit 2/3 into the Incur protocol, of which you're going to get $60 back in AUST. Then you open up a short position with the AUST as collateral. I don't even know what this means. Okay. You got a long, short, long farm, short farm. Then you have to wait 2 weeks to get the collateral back. Now you have a delta neutral position and then all this other stuff that goes back into it, which is kind of confusing. And then to get out of that position, you have like 4 different things that you have to do to try to get out of that. Okay. And there's obviously all fees that are involved in that as well. It was over my head. I just didn't bother doing it. I was happy with my 19.47%, but I could be earning more by actually doing this, taking that AUST as collateral and actually doing a delta neutral strategy. And now Aperture has done it with a click of a button. Okay, so the Aperture approach, while above can be done manually, there's considerable amount of labor with risks involved. We haven't discussed the possibility of manual mistakes and poor timing. Not being able to open the long and short position at the same asset price, Aperture has developed smart contracts to automate the transaction with additional features. Now, obviously, this doesn't come without risks. You still can get liquidated on these positions, which is why I've only done this with a stock that doesn't have a whole lot of movement. I've done it with Disney, but if you're going to do crypto, like they have Bitcoin, Polkadot, those ones can have a lot more significant moves in a much shorter amount of time. So the risk of getting liquidated is if the short position is still susceptible to liquidation. If the underlying asset grows significantly in a short period of time, you'll see once we get into the app, you can actually have a gauge of, okay, how much risk do I want? And it actually doesn't change the APY that much. Another thing that they do is atomic transactions, because the fact that the liquidity on these synthetic protocols aren't that liquid. So if you're trying to do this with a large position, such as I have 1.8 million in Incur protocol, you're going to fuck with the price going up. There's going to be a lot of slippage. And with the atomic transactions, they actually use an algorithm to then basically kind of ease your way into the position so you avoid losing money on slippage and actually make a much safer entry and exit on the positions rather than pushing the price up and down massively yourself with a position that you're trying to do into. Another thing that they do, which is also cool, is auto compound and rebalancing, because I believe you either get paid back in the ANC token, which is the Incur token, or even the mirror token. This automatically converts those mirror tokens or ANC tokens back into UST and then auto compounds it and continues to repeat the process, I believe. But that's nice because before you had to take the rewards of the actual mirror token or ANC token, which are then susceptible to price fluctuations, and that kind of fucks with your reward, and that is an issue. Now, the catch here is that they take 10% of your profits. So not 10% of the total position that you have, but whatever you get back, they take 10% of it. So if you had $100 return, they're going to take $10 of that. Okay. But as you can see right now, I'm earning only 19.47% on my deposit. Brief interruption from today's sponsor, guys, which is none other than Bitmart. They got 9 million users in over 180 countries. This is a really cool platform with an awesome mobile trading app. And one of their biggest focuses on their platform is bringing you brand new to the market coins before anyone else, right? Everyone's talking about ApeCoin lately, Ape USDT. This came to the market and was available for trading way before it was on Binance or other big name brands. When this started trading on Binance, it was already up here. But down here, you were able to get this much earlier here on Bitmart. If you just look at the list here on their spot exchange, it's crazy how many actual coins they have on here. So pretty much any coin that you've been wanting to buy, they're probably going to have it, as opposed to trying to have to go to PancakeSwap and try to buy some shit on some DEX, which nobody likes to do. It's complicated. There's a lot of slippage and a lot of it's bullshit. So to be able to do it from your actual centralized exchange like Bitmart, that's actually a big positive. So super cool spot and futures platform. They also have their 4th year anniversary celebration where they're giving away $1 million in prizes at a 14-day party, March 15th through March 29th. So this is literally going on right now, where they have a welcome bonus 20K plus NFT rewards, 30K USDT reward, a bunch of airdrop rewards worth $30,000 in tokens, NFT airdrops, you name it. A bunch of cool stuff going on right now for people who are signing up for the 4th anniversary. So if you want to get started with Bitmart, have the first to market access to all those spot coins like ApeCoin before it's even listed on Binance, and get access to this $1 million in prizes. There's gonna be a link below in the description. Get started with Bitmart today. If I had this full thing, which I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna put 1.7 million because this is also still new, not fully out to the public yet. This is the beta version. You can see overall what you would normally get is just 20%. But when you're doing long farm, short farm with AUSD collateral as APY, getting 20%, you're actually getting your 20% at 2/3 plus the 25% of 1/3 plus 19.4 plus 3.26 times 2/3. So you're actually getting 37.08% on your deposit as opposed to just the 20% by utilizing this. Obviously, there's risks that come involved with doing a delta neutral strategy. If it all of a sudden doubles in price in 2 weeks, you could get liquidated, and that would be very dangerous. So I'm only testing with small positions as of right now. So you can see right here how this would work. You can just go through show all once you log in here. It'll show you all the delta neutral strategies. I'm only doing ones that have a high total value locked here because I want liquidity. Total value locked of people doing this right now is only $1 million worth on Nike. I have $1.8 million deposited on Anchor. So I have more than double basically what our people are actually using to test this out. So I started with $25,000 and I did it with Nike. I can't do it right now because right now it's like 11:36 a.m. Bali time, which is in the middle of the night in New York. So you can only do the stock position investments when the market's actually open. But we can take a look at like M.Dot. This is delta neutral strategy on Polkadot. So 34% APY as opposed to just getting 19.47% on Anchor. So you click here. Let's say I wanted to deposit $5,000 and get a much better APY than 19.47%. So you go to fees and settings. You can see here the strategy fee is 10%, and then the total collateral ratio currently right now is at 270%. So basically, this is how you get liquidated on this position. The price of M.Dot has to increase by 80% for you to get flagged in liquidation. Okay, the default target collateral ratio is set to 270% with the built-in liquidation protection mechanism. Higher target collateral ratio can further decrease liquidation risk. So getting like 34% or 30% isn't a massive deal. So I would suggest even boosting this up as high as it goes. Okay, so now your collateral ratio is 400%. You're still getting 30%, which is an additional 50% higher than what you're getting, right? If you're earning $100 on just your 19.47% APY, you're now going to earn $150, okay? Because you just increased your APY return by 50%, going from 20% to 30%, okay? So I would suggest putting your target collateral ratio as high as possible, because now Polkadot has to rise 167% in a short amount of time, which is less likely. But if you do this with a stock like Disney, 167% in like 2 weeks is unheard of. It's not going to happen. It's much less riskier doing stocks as opposed to crypto. Crypto is way more volatile and way more scary. Okay, so I would suggest boosting this up as opposed to boosting it down, because right, you can go all the way down to 200% collateral, but then you're going to get liquidated if Polkadot rises by 33% in a short amount of time, which is very, very possible. Much better off going to a much higher target collateral ratio of 400%. You're still getting 30% APY, which is 50% higher than your 19.47% that you're getting on Anchor. And so that's how you would actually do it. You just click invest, and then you're going to see pending. So you can see right now in my portfolio, I did do a delta neutral strategy with just $25,000 on Disney. So as opposed to my 19.47%, I'm earning about 30% on this 25K test strategy right here. You can see right now I'm down $30 off the get-go. Okay, my initial value was $25,000. Now I have $24,969. I just did this last night. So this is basically just slippage, fees to get in and get out of this position right now. So as of right now, I don't actually have any profit on this because it's only been 1 day, right? You need to hold these things for a period of time to actually track the profits going in. So you can see right now, these are my current earnings on my Anchor protocol. And with this science.flipsidecrypto.com/Anchor earnings, it says it's also going to calculate mirror earnings here. Now, the fact that I'm not actually using mirror directly, I'm using Aperture Finance, but it is actually connecting to the mirror protocol protocol to actually make this happen. It'll be interesting to see if this starts showing my mirror earnings also and see how this actually affects my actual earnings. You can see I've earned $35,423 total interest earned so far. Basically, the entire time the market has been going down, I've been earning interest on the Incur protocol. So right now, obviously, I have $1.77 million in here. I'm earning a much safer $947 per day, but I'm also interested into doing more of this delta neutral strategy here with Aperture and start testing this more and see if I can start pulling a little bit higher interest rate, because we can go from 20% on Aperture to start earning upwards of 30 to 35%, of which if I went balls deep in this right now, you know, I'm earning $28,000, $29,000 here per month on Incur. If I wanted to get crazy and put all my money on the line, of which I don't think I want to do, I could be earning, you know, upwards of $40,000 to close to $60,000 per month in interest with DeFi using the Aperture protocol, which then connects to Incur and Mirror. So DeFi is super fucking cool, guys. It's absolutely crazy. I think this is going to be a game changer in the way people earn passive income as opposed to just holding money in your bank, right? I had a lot of crypto USDT sitting around doing nothing while the market's a little crazy. I have a bunch of money in my business bank account that's doing absolutely nothing. So this is fucking great, earning 20% on the money that's been sitting in my business bank account, and also USDT that I'm sidelined on because the market's a little bit hectic right now and cautious of a bear market. So this is a very cool strategy to just earn passive income. Hey, I could live a pretty good life off of 30 grand a month. I'm sure you could too. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Aperture. If you want to check this out, again, this is not a sponsored video, just something that I thought was super cool. You can go to aperture.finance, join their Discord, ask them for access to the actual platform, because right now it's invite only. I'm pretty sure I was able to just go to the Discord and ask for an invite and they gave it to me. So I think you might be able to do that as well. But anyways, that's a wrap. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about Aperture Finance and if you're using Incur protocol. See you in the next one, guys.